I'm going to get Rick in on side effects, but I want to kind of get into dosage if you do choose to use hCG. Now, typically, we checked this before the show. We checked this, and we couldn't find hCG that didn't come in some type of fraction of 5,000 IUs. Like we saw 1,000 IUs, 5 vials in a per order, and we saw vial 5,000 IUs total. So that's what you're going to be looking at. That's the easiest way to kind of convert it. hCG, when you order it, it's going to come in a white powdery substance. It's also going to come in usually like sodium chloride. They'll send you a little sodium chloride. But for bodybuilders, you're not going to take the whole 5,000 IUs. So that sodium chloride does you no good. What you have to do is you have to buy your own bacterioaustic water. We call it backwater. And you can just go buy that off online. That's legal. It costs a few bucks. And then you can get some spare vials. And then what you're going to do is you're going to reconstitute the hCG. You're going to take the hCG powder. You're going to put in the backwater very, very carefully in it. If you squirt the hCG powder directly, you run the risk of ruining it. These peptides are very, very fragile. So you got to be very, very careful when you're reconstituting. So you reconstitute it, then you've got to put it in the fridge. If you leave it over the counter, it's going to go bad really quick. If you put it in the fridge, it's going to last you 1 or 2 months. Okay, so you want to use those 5,000 IUs that you reconstituted within like 45 days, but it's got to be refrigerated. And then you can just inject it with a sub-Q needle, insulin needle, 25 gauge, 31 gauge, and right into the belly fat, just like you would with HGH. Very, very simple. So bodybuilding dosages, guys, I've seen anywhere from 250 IUs up to 1,000 IUs 2 to 3 times a week. And again, don't use it during PCT, guys. Do not use it during PCT. That's the one thing I don't want guys doing. And also, keep in mind, if you use it off cycle, it is suppressive. It is slightly going to suppress your HPTA. Keep that in mind. So you don't want to make a habit of doing that. Rick, side effects. Any side effects that we need to talk about that we missed?
Just a quick note on usage. I'll give you guys a quick little set of instructions if you wanted to use it. So like I mentioned, that one shot, it doesn't do it. Does a little something, but it's not the best way to use it. So let's say if you got the one kit, 5,000 IUs, and once you open it, it's not multi-dose. Once you open the amp, you got to use it all. You can grab a bunch of slim pins and just preload them, store those in the fridge, maybe in a little Tupperware container, like Steve said, and then just one a day. And then you spread out those 5,000 IUs a little tiny bit every day, as opposed to using them all at once. You know, I found that weird kind of estrogen spike that you get from hCG. It happens when you slam like 1,000, 2,000 IUs in a day, you know, more than that. It's when you start to really, really get it. When you stay in the lower range, it's not as bad, and you get the benefits out of it. Like everything, right? You get the benefits in the smaller dosage. As long as you go up higher, then the bad side effects begin to come in. So that's just a good little protocol if anybody wants to give it a shot. 10 shots actually, right? 5,000 IU kit if you've got the amps and you have to constitute it all at once. 10 slim pins right into the fridge. One little shot a day in the belly fat, and you're good to go. That's a decent way to use it as well.
All right, guys. So I really agree. I think 5,000 IUs, you're probably going to have to get like 2 or 3 of those. So you're probably not going to get away with just 5,000 IUs for what you're looking for. You're probably going to have to buy 2 or 3 orders. So to add what Rick was saying on side effects, yes, you can get gynecomastia from using hCG, because what happens is, remember how I say it stimulates your Leydig cells? Well, what happens is when you run hCG, guys, you run blood work, what's going to happen is there's 4 things that are going to change in your blood work when it comes to hormones. Your LH is going to drop. Your FSH is going to drop. Remember I said it was mimicking those hormones. So your body's pituitary glands say, you know what, I don't got to produce that. So they're going to drop it. The third thing that happens is your testosterone levels go up. Why is that? Because remember I was saying hCG mimics LH and FSH? Well, it's stimulating your Leydig cells to produce testosterone. So your testosterone levels will actually go up on hCG. Crazy, huh? And what happens when your testosterone levels go up, which brings me to number 4? Your estrogen goes up. Unnaturally, your estrogen goes up. So yes, you can get gynecomastia from hCG. I've seen that. I've seen that before. So you got to watch out for that. If you're gyno prone, you got to watch out for that. Water retention. You can get other estrogenic side effects. So, but they're brief. They're very brief. hCG is not going to stick in your body a long time. So